Well, hello, lovies. I'm here to shed a light on the commandments, right? I want to show y'all how important it is to follow the commandments. And don't say that the commandments are hard, because it's really being a decent human being. Don't tell God you can't be a decent person. Listen at this. I say to him, Sir, these commandments are great and beautiful and glorious, and are able to gladden the heart of the man who is able to observe them. But I know not whether these commandments can be kept by a man, for they are very hard. He answered and said unto me, If you set it before yourself that they can be kept, you will easily keep them, and then they will not be hard. But if it once enter into thy heart that they cannot be kept by man, you will not keep them. So if you automatically say something is hard from the jump, from the beginning, you have cheated yourself. You have killed every good thing in you already, like you already set yourself up for failure. But now I say unto you, if you keep them not, but neglect them, you shall not have salvation, neither thy children nor thy household, since you hast already pronounced judgment against yourself, that these commandments cannot be kept by man. And these things he said to me very angrily, so that I was confounded, and I feared him exceedingly, for his form was changed, so that a man could not endure his anger. And when he saw that I was altogether disturbed and confounded, he began to speak more kindly and cheerfully to me. And he said, Foolish fellow, void of understanding and of doubtful mind, perceives you not the glory of God, how great and mighty and marvelous it is? How that he created the world for man's sake, and subjected all his creation to man, and gave all authority to him, that he should master over all things under the heavens. If then, he said, man is Lord of all the creatures of God, and masters all things, cannot he also master these commandments? Aye, said he, the man that has the Lord in his heart can master all things and all these commandments. Y'all, let me explain something to you. When he's talking about Lord, when you are serving your Lord, when you're giving to your Lord, when you're being true to your Lord, you're talking about yourself. All he's telling us, treat yourself right, love yourself, encourage yourself, have good, decent self-talks. Don't speak negative about yourself. Don't let desires get you out here and pimp slap you all over the place, because desires create moods, and moods create death. Don't let other people's hopes and dreams and wants and desires pull you out of what you got going on. All it's telling you to do is reference what you have. Keep some of your money at home. Stop spreading your money out everywhere. And then when you need stuff, you can't get it because you done gave away all of your blessings. And y'all, I'm finna show you what the commandments are. And you better not say you can't be a decent person, because that's all the commandments are telling you to do, is love yourself, hold yourself high, speak good things about yourself. Listen, these are the commandments. First of all, believe that God is one, creator of all things. He set them in order, brought things from non-existence into being. He comprehends all things, being alone incomprehensible. That is plain as day. You can't figure God out. You can't comprehend God. So stop trying. Just fall in line and be what he is. Be what you was created to be. Can a dog be a cat? No. Can a horse be a cat? No. Be spirit and then be human. Be spirit first, because you are what God is, and then be human. But stop trying to comprehend God. You cannot comprehend him. He is incomprehensible. Just fall in line. It says, believe him, Fear him and be content in his fear. Clothe thyself with every excellence of righteousness. This casts off all wickedness. And we already know that the righteousness is faith. Faith is in the family of righteousness. Faith is the mother of countenance. Countenance has a daughter named Simplicity. Simplicity has a daughter named Purity. And then you have temperance. And then you have love. And then you have concord. These are the words that you're supposed to clothe yourself in. You put these clothes on. This way you can go before God. This way none of your words will be blotted out when He's talking to you. He'll be able to hear His words. You, wherever He deposits to you, you deposit it right back to Him. Don't you bring Him nothing Caesar got. Your business and God's business is y'all business. Y'all, this is easy. Don't say this is hard because you have killed every good thing inside of you. That's your household. Listen, it says keep simplicity and be guileless. Guileless means innocent, without deceit. Be as a child. Stop being a know-it-all. Empty yourself out. You learn wrong. I'm telling you, we all learn wrong. Unlearn yourself and be reborn. Let Spirit teach you. Speak no evil of no man. Don't take pleasure in it. It will cause you not to like the person. Slander is evil and a restless demon. Slander gets into everything, y'all. Slander will jump in and out of your business. Every time you try to get into something, slander will be there. Do not help slander. Don't be a participant in slandering. And slander helps you decide whether you like a person or not. It makes you judgmental. When people come to you talking crap about people, get in the habit of saying, can we talk about something else? Can we change the subject? Because you two talking about that person, when two are gathered, you are powerful. If that person is a mess up and a can't get right, guess what? You're making them be more of a mess up and more of a can't get right because y'all can't stop talking about them. But if you speak good about this person, you will help this person can't get right. You will help this person look unluckiness turn into luck. You'll open doors for a person. But as long as you're bashing a person in the spirit realm, you're creating the hell for the person. You're making the person go through more hell. And it's the hell that you don't like. It's the hell that you complaining about. But instead of you speaking, finding something positive to say about the person, you slander them. Therefore, you participate in this demon's luxuries. Okay. Clothe thyself. There you go again. Clothe thyself. Put these words of righteousness on. Clothe thyself in reverence. Work that which is good. Of thy labors from God, give to all and want freely. Meaning when God give you this word, give it back. When God give you something to give to somebody, give to somebody. If God tell you to give to a cause, give to a cause. Just do what God tell you to do. And this is your instinct. This is a burning desire. This is a desire to do good. And this is the labor that God give you. So whatever God give to you, you give it to others. Don't give nobody what Caesar gave you. That's not helping them. It says, this is how God gives his bounties to his people. Don't be a Jonah and get swallowed up by the well of ignorance. Your own, meaning you don't get to choose who get the word or not. It don't matter how bad that person done messed up. Jonah didn't want to go get them people the word because them people were evil. Them people did stuff to his people and them people did stuff to Jonah. Jonah felt like God was too good for them. He did not want them to get none of the goodness that God had going on. So he ran. He ran with God give, gonna keep it to himself. That's all it's saying. Give to people in want. Give it freely. Don't have all these visions and prophetic dreams and you get all of this knowledge and you sit there and hold it and don't say nothing. When it's an opportunity to encourage somebody, encourage somebody. When you see somebody not believing in themselves and they actually holding a conversation with you and they're actually ripping themselves apart, you help them put themselves back together. Like change. That's all it's saying. Just pay attention. Be found guiltless. Don't be a part of tearing another person down. This is a ministration to perform with sincerity. It's hard not to get into the slander, but you make it a ministration. Like, you work at it. You keep turning these people that want to gossip. Just keep on turning them away. And when you see somebody down, if you have the opportunity to lift them up, babies, lift them up. Give them what God gave you. What made you want to be happy? What made you want to serve God? What made you smile? What made you feel better? What comforted you? What type of words make you feel good? Give that to somebody else. This is glorious in the sight of God. This keeps your heart pure and undefiled, meaning you ain't sitting out there going, yeah, child, whatever. I done heard that before, yeah, whatever. Like, oh my God, I wish they shut up. Oh my God. Sometimes your administration might be because your purpose is around you. You a purpose. You be looking for what your purpose is. You're the purpose. You're going to serve whatever needs to be served at that moment. And sometimes you might got the words that the person might need to hear, and they might be finna kill themselves in a couple hours, and you could save that person's life. So don't be so quick to brush people off when they come to you, because most people come to you because you look a certain way, you sound a certain way, and you feel a certain way. It's a glow on you. And God probably told them to come over there and talk to you because you know better. You know what to say. And God can rest in you because He's in you. So when that person comes to you, it's actually them holding a conversation with God. You move out the way. So don't deny God of helping His people. Why do you think you hold this knowledge? It says, love truth and let nothing but truth proceed out of your mouth, so the spirit that dwells in your flesh may be found true in the sight of men. Don't be found in falsehood. Plain as day. Keep it real. If you don't know about it, don't talk about it. If you don't know about it, don't be scared to say, look, I don't know. Maybe I need to do a little more research on that. Or I'm not experienced in that area. But don't just be talking to people to be talking to people. Talk to people from your soul. Give them what God gave you. This is how you deposit. This is you putting a deposit in the ATM and you being able to go to the ATM and make a withdrawal. Lying robs God. You don't deliver up the deposit. Look at that. I just said something about the deposit. You don't deliver up the deposit. Meaning what God gave you, you didn't give it back. You kept it to yourself. Or you told them what you think should have made them feel good. No, you give them the word that's given to you, the word that moved you, the word that made you cry, the word that made you want to stop drinking, the word that made you want to stop doing drugs, the word that made you stop want to be fornicating, the word that made you want to stop being so angry, the word that make you want to be more loving and more giving and more kind, the word that convicts you when you insult somebody for no reason, the word that makes you look into a person's countenance when you know you done said something wrong and hurt them for feeling, it won't let you walk off. This is all it's telling you, y'all. Don't lie and don't be caught in falsehood and don't rob God. If a person is coming to you, they're coming to God. They're not coming to you, they're coming to God. So give them what God gave you and you won't be undefiled. You won't be defiled. You'll be found pure in heart. And the spirits that dwell in you will be happy to be in there. Like, they will be so comfortable in there. And they'll love conversing with you. God put it in you. He want to see your works of righteousness. He put his stuff in you and he watching you to see what you gonna do. Some of y'all want to know why God won't answer you. Well, sometimes he want to see what you gonna do if I don't hold your hand. What you gonna do if I don't direct traffic? Can you cross the street by yourself? What are you going to do on your own? What is your heart telling you that you should do in this moment? He want to see how you operate with everything that he put in you. He want to see if you using it, if you're loving on it. Are you abusing the gift that God gave you? Are you pimping it? Are you prostituting it? Are you selling it? Are you bartering with it? Are you threatening people with it? Are you whooping people with it? Are you lashing people with it? Are you conning people with it? See, when God give out his word, he watch his words. He give his word a command, and he check on his words because they have a master. And this is what we got to do. We got to stop speaking loosely. Our words need a master. Our words got to be at home. I mean, somebody got to be at home to check the words. That's what I mean to say. But listen to this. If you return a lying spirit, you defile the commandment of God and have become a robber. You keep on robbing. It's a career now. Oh, don't get caught lying. Don't get caught lying. If God didn't tell you to tell somebody something, don't you sit up there and say, well, God told me. You might well say, well, I feel like you should. That's be the best thing to say. But don't try to fill somebody with emptiness. Give them what God gave you. Just walk in truth. Guard these commandments, and the way you exaggerated your stories in truth to get God's words across can be made manifest in you and in the person because it brought them closer to God. So, if you're going to do this, right, make sure you're not leading somebody into falsehood of unrighteousness. Sometimes we might got to go the little extra mile. You might got to add your experience onto it. You might got to tell what somebody else did. And sometimes you might got to exaggerate the word. Not the word, but the experience. Because the word is the word. You can't change the word. But you might add some things on it. Make it look more than what it was. You might try to put yourself in a better light, because you're always supposed to think bright of yourself anyway. So if you're following the rules, those things which you said that were not will be so. So you're actually speaking good things on yourself when you're speaking to someone else. The same that's happening for them is happening for you. Ain't that beautiful? It says, this just means that you are clever in your speaking. You thought outside the box, took it the extra mile, and reached that soul. That was like, remember when it was explaining how you fast, and remember the servant went, the master went away from his home, and he told the servant to fix the vineyard, and he would have freedom of the household, but only do what he told him to do. And the servant took it upon himself to go the extra mile, dug up all the weeds. So when the man came back, it was more beautiful, more neater, and he had more fruit than he had. So he made the servant an heir with his son. Like he had found favor in the servant. So God is saying, what can you do what I gave you? If I don't tell you everything to do, what can you do with what I gave you? So he watch you work. He watch you work righteousness. Righteousness is your occupation, servant of God, elect of God. Your job is righteousness. If somebody say, what you do for a living? Righteousness. Because that's what your job is. You work righteousness. These good things will be added unto you. You used your own wits, but it was in truth. It didn't mislead someone. You came from faith. Abstain from falsehood. Keep purity. Remember your own life, and you won't go wrong. Think about all involved. If not, you will go wrong. So before you pop off, before you jump into something, think about everybody involved. Think about what you got to gain and what all you will lose. Long suffering helps you master these. Guard faith and fear and temperance. And fear is the word of God inside of you. And guard your attitude. Guard your temper. And guard your faith. Ain't that easy?